Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokul, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence, that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all kinds of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala Gopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart, for what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool, who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows, and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby, tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Shri Shri Yashoda Damodar ki.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sanma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sanma Bandhu Mui Savadana Mate Bandhu Mui Savadana Mate Yara Prasade Bhai E Baba Toriya Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitet Koriya Aikya Arana Koriyo Mane Asha Arana Koriyo Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Ya Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Chakudana dilo ye janme janme Prabhu se Chakudano dilo ye janme janme Prabhu se Divya Gyan Hriday Prakasito Divya Gyan Hriday Prakasito Prema Bhakti Ahate Avidya Vinasayate Prema Bhakti Ahate Avidya Vinasayate वेद गाया रचरितो वेद गाया रचरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधमा जनारा बंधु सिंधु अधम जनारा बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना सुख भुवाना श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनारा बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनारा बंधु लोकना लोकेरा जीवाना लोकेरा जीवाना प्रभु घोर दया देहो मोरे पद छाया प्रभु घोर दया देहो मोरे पद छाया हे दया श्री सुख भुवाना सुख भुवाना श्रीला प्रभुपाद पतित भवाना 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 Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatyateshatarine Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Sardas Sima, this Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nandi Gaudi Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Rinamachar Shilari Das Thakur Ki Jai, Premantika Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, C.C. Radha Damodar Ki Jai, C.C. Radha Gokulananda Ki Jai, C.C. Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shyamakundara Degun Giri Govardhana Ki Jai, Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Mathura Dham Ki Jai, Navadvip Dham Ki Jai, Gangamai Yamunamai Ki Jai, Tulsi Marani Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Sri Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai, Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj Disappearance Day Ki Jai, Shri Bhishma Deva Ki Jai, Tai Gaur Paramanande, all glories the assembled devotees. All glories the assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. The lotus feet are ours. Gopi Jana Balava Jai Giri Varadari Jai Giri Varadari Gopi Jana Balava Jaya Giri Varadari Yasodanandana Jai Braja Jararanjana Jai Braja Jararanjana Jayo Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jai Gauranitai, 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 Gauranitai. Jai Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jai Vaishnav Thakur. Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Gaura Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. Short class today, only 25 minutes. If we have questions, yeah, is that okay? Yes. So there will be Puspanjali after class, 8:30. We'll finish 8:30, and then there will be Guru Puja, and then there will be a Puja, Nishingade Puja, correct? For the protection of Sankirtan devotees. Nice. There you are. Just to remind myself, I put it here. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we can go straight to the verse. Today they gave me this verse, 11:5:32. We'll do a quick review of this verse. I just read the translation because the purport will actually be long, and probably by the end of the purport the class is finished. So, Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yajna Sankirtanam Prayar Jayantihi Sumedasa. So we have one gentleman reciting the verse and one lady. Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Any gentle lady? Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sangopangastra Parsadam Yajai Sankirtanam Prayar Yajantihi Sumedasa. Translation. We will jump word for word, if it's okay with everyone. Is that okay? In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. Please repeat after me. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servant, weapons, and confidential companions. So, we all know, actually just to respect Prabhupada's purport, we'll read the first paragraph, because we should give way to Prabhupada's words before my speculation comes about. This same verse is quoted by Krishnadas Kaviraj in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 3, verse 52. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada has given the following commentary on this verse. You may ask, how come Prabhupada is commenting about himself? Yeah, it's actually not Prabhupada writing here, the 11th canto, but it's Hridayananda Goswami, and so he's quoting Prabhupada. Just to clarify. Prabhupada has given the following commentary on this verse. The text is from Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.32. Srila Jiva Goswami has explained this verse in his commentary on the Bhagavatam known as the Krama Sandarbha, wherein he says that Lord Krishna also appears with a golden complexion. That golden Lord Krishna is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is worshipped by intelligent men in this age, which means mainly worshipped practically by the book distributors, by those who engage in Harinam and Prasad distribution. Those are the great worshippers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who gives out the mercy to all the conditioned souls. That golden Lord Krishna is Lord Chaitanya, who is worshipped by intelligent men in this age. That is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam by Garga Muni, who said that although the child Krishna was blackish, he also appears three colors, red, white and yellow. Which one is red? Just a little test, yeah? Varaha, very good. And which one is the white? Which one is the white? Balaram is also white. And yellow? Who is yellow? Maybe not Varaha. You're right. What do you think, Govinda? Yes, there is Yagya also, but it's disputable. Yuga Dharma, yeah. He exhibited these white and red complexions in Satya and Treta ages, respectively. He did not exhibit the remaining color, yellow gold, until he appeared as a Lord Chaitanya, who is known as Gaura Hari. And you'll see in the picture here, yellow. So, this is a partial purport from the Bhagavatam from Hridayananda Goswami. And we'll try to, we have 20 minutes. I'll speak for 15 minutes and then 5 minutes questions. Let's see if we can do it. Compressed Bhagavatam class. So today also we'll speak about 4 topics. It's the disappearance day of Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj, and it's the beginning of the 5 days, the final 5 days of Kartik, which are very powerful. They're called Bhishma? Panchama, yes. And also I'll speak a little bit about Radha Damodar, the baby Damodar, and a little bit about book distribution, if it's all right with all of you. So, Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj will get precedence on this. He was a great personality, very smart, very intelligent. In ISKCON, we all think that, what has he done? What kind of preaching he did? Isn't it? When I first joined, I was wondering what he did for Lord Chaitanya. He was just a Babaji. What was the point for him to come in this world, sit down, chant Hare Krishna, and being in Samadhi? But actually he did something wonderful that not many of us. Very intelligent sadhu. He made one disciple that he did all the work on his behalf. You can see Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was his disciple, and it was even a hard task for Srila Bhaktisiddhanta to get refuge and initiation from this great personality. So we should not undervalue the great sages like Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta did so much preaching. He made 60,000 disciples. It reminds me a little bit about in ISKCON, an intelligent sannyasi. I very much love him, and he's very peaceful, very calm, and he reminds me of Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj. Let me see if anyone knows who I'm just about to talk about. Who? Yes? No, not Japataka Swami. Who? Yes. Jadvaita Swami, he, since the time I've known him, he was always reluctant to accept disciples, but very merciful. You know, he said, you know, everybody is a guru, he told me once in Leicester, and I am the disciple of everyone. Why should I be a guru? But anyway, he's a super qualified teacher of Krishna consciousness, but he made one disciple, his very first disciple, His Holiness Kadambakanana Swami, and you could see he made so many disciples all over ISKCON in a very short time, wonderful disciples, and one of them is His Holiness Keshava, Bhagavan Keshava Swami, who is, you know, we have wonderful devotees, disciple of Kadambakanana Swami. And those are all there from the mercy of Jadvaita Swami. So you can see that renunciation bears fruit. Even to be a guru, that's real renunciation, one of the opulence of Krishna. You know, we boast about things in ISKCON, but let's see who's got that opulence. Very rarely devotees, they display such a thing. To renounce to be a guru, to renounce to be worshipped, to renounce the opulence, to renounce followers. These are all the recommendations of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He didn't make many disciples. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the same. Raghunath Das Goswami, you know, came to him begging for initiation. And Lord Chaitanya said, no, go to Swarup Damodar. From now on you will be known as a Raghu of Swarup. You belong to Swarup Damodar. So this is the process, you know, you put a particular devotee under the care of another devotee that you trust. So Mahaprabhu, he had that, you know, beautiful, opulent behavior. Renunciation. He was a renounced sannyasi. Very, very few disciples he met. Very few. Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, right? And who else was initiated by Lord Chaitanya? You can count on the finger of your hands. But yes, so that's the opulence of Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj. So he went away, disappeared on this day, and he left us this beautiful enterprise of the fruits of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, who made a Srila Prabhupada disciple, you know, Srila Prabhupada as his disciple. And you can see what Prabhupada did all over the world. So we are all properties of this Acharya. Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj was actually meditating. His samadhi and prayers was for all of us. And he made it happen just by giving shelter to one special devotee. Sometimes in ISKCON, you know, we follow the success. Whoever is the most disciple, he must be powerful. You know, we mentioned a few names before. That's correct, that's fine, but that's not the absolute statement. Humble devotee, sometimes intelligent devotees, I remember Tamal Krishna Maharaj told me once, he said, you know, you shouldn't bring me a lot of disciples. Let them take shelter. There are so many, the local guru here, he's always available. I am far away. You know, I don't have a time, you know, the physical time for emotional devotees. You know, because there is difference between devotional service and emotional service. There are some devotees, they are emotion, they want the guru, to serve the guru, to carry the bag, to cook for the guru. You know, that's fine. But, you know, you can have a guru, a simple, humble guru, all for yourself. Someone who is not very popular. And that's Krishna consciousness, renunciation. So, we'll talk a little bit about Bhishma Dev. Bhishma Dev, he was on the bed of arrow. Today was his first day of fasting on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. I was asking Govinda Prabhu, maybe Maharaj can clarify this point. If today Bhishma Dev, one of the Mahajan, was laying on the bed of arrows, fasting, that means the Bhagavad Gita was already spoken, correct? Correct me if I am wrong, right? So how come the Gita Jayanti comes later? Does anybody know? Because on the 5th day, Bhishma Deva passed away. He drank some Ganges water. Arjuna came, he drew some Ganges water. But those 5 days he actually preached the science of the Vedas, the essence of the Vedas. And that's why he became renowned as one of the Mahajans. Does anybody why Gita Jayanti is after and not before? Maharaj, have any idea? The last 5 days. Different opinion, yeah. So, I leave that to the Pandit to do the research, and the opinion, I'll leave it to the senior Pandit. Sometimes, it's better to not try to dig up into these things, because otherwise, it becomes can become speculation, the opinion. So it's better to leave an open heart, an open mind. But, however, it was true that today Bhishma Devi started his fasting before he passed away. And that's why we celebrate, it's a very powerful day, on Ekadasi day. It's the day of the Lord. We do half-day fast. And for the next 5 days, we will gain the benefit of all the rules that we have broken during the month of Kartik. Like myself, I hardly came to offer a candle. But I did, in my heart, at home. But still, it's recommended to come and offer a candle to the Lord. But if you have broken any rules, or principles, or offenses, or anything you have done, if you do properly worship Lord Damodar in these last 5 days, sincerely, you will become very powerful, very purified. You will be absolved from all your sins, all the offenses that you have committed this month. So how wonderful the Lord is. Sometimes He gives, the essence of Kartik, for us to get purified. Lord Damodar, it was also, I think, the day when Nanda Maharaj, he liberated Lord Krishna from the mortal. He was the one to untie Damodar. He was crying because, of course, we all know the story, but it's nice to repeat this story again, that he was punished by the mother for stealing a butter, stealing the love of the gopis. So, not very naughty. That's how the Lord is. He comes in your heart and without any permission, and He steals your love. And he was tied to a mortar, and he was crying, helpless, because he was bound by the love of the mother, which is very powerful. Vatsalya ras. Now the servant, they came out, they ran out, saw him crying. First of all, the passive devotees, the Shantaras, the blade of grass, the trees, they wanted to free him. The flowers, the rivers, they tried to move, to try to untie Krishna, but they couldn't do it. Because Shantaras is passive love. It's actually the neutral, is the lowest one in the spiritual world. Then you have the servant, Dasyaras. They ran out, they saw Krishna crying, but they could not untie him. And then the friends of Krishna, the Sakya, they came also to try to untie him, but they could not do that. Why? Because these are all rasa below the Vatsalya ras. The gopis, they had the power of untying Krishna, but they enjoyed very much to see him bound up to a tree because they just wanted a break from him, very naughty. So Radharani and all the gopis, they enjoyed to see him crying and struggling. And it was a pastime, of course, not out of cruelty. But because he was bound by the Vatsalya ras, so he can only be untied by the Vatsalya mood and the higher ras, which was conjugal mood. So Nanda Maharaj came on the scene and he became very upset, with the Jashoda, and he untied Krishna. And he hugged Krishna, because he was always, the father usually is always a bit more lenient, to the children, isn't it? The mother is a bit more strict. Or is the other way around? I don't know. We say the grandfather is the one who is merciful. But in this case, Nanda Maharaj was known for being always very compassionate. And that's why the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually this verse was chosen by Niskinchana Prabhu for me. I asked his wife to choose anything at random and I'll speak about it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to show that mood of Nanda Maharaj, to untie the conditioned souls from the trees of this Maya, of this material world. It was you who chose the verse? Thank you, Prabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came with weapons, his beauty, just with his beauty. And these weapons of Mahaprabhu, they can be displayed by a book distributor. When you go out, that type of beauty, spiritual beauty of Mahaprabhu becomes manifest in your body. And that's how people, they take a book. But it requires a little bit of surrender to become instrument or channel of those opulence of the Lord. Beauty and the old parampara is with you. The wisdom becomes manifest through your face. People, they trust you. Because they don't trust anyone in this world. They don't trust politicians. Everywhere you go, in every country, people, there's always a re-election, election, because they've been, governments, they last very, very short time because they keep cheating people. And then on top of it, as the cherry on the cake, you get wars everywhere. So, and on top of it, the government, instead of looking after the people, they charge them more tax, the food, everything is going up, and people, they don't know what to do. So they don't trust anyone. They don't trust the doctors, scientists, they don't trust the teachers, they don't trust politicians, they don't trust leaders. It's rebellion. There is a rebellion there in the heart of everyone. There is that mood. But when you go out and you show the compassion, which is the heart, the crown jewel of love. They don't just see love, people, and care when you go out and distribute books, but they see that compassion in your eyes, in your speech, and they trust you. Because through sound vibration, people, they're conquered. And you just pass on the message, give them a few words from the Bhagavad Gita, then Srila Prabhupada will do the rest. So this is our duty. We take up, we undertake in this beautiful service, especially the month of the marathon. Devotees, they're preparing once again their consciousness to go out and help the conditioned souls. Otherwise, we remain, Sunday feast devotees. They remain in the court of Bhaktivedanta manner, Lord Krishna, and then Krishna will dwindle you as a baby. You take prasad, you take the milk, you take the association of devotee, you read the books, and then we fall asleep in the cot, in the samadhi of Bhaktivedanta manner, which is nice, it's good. You go back home, back to Godhead, as long as you chant Hare Krishna and stay in the cot. What do you call it? The baby cot, yeah? I mean, this is for anyone who's practiced spiritual life for himself but not preaching. They're like, comfortable in the cot, and you warm there. Don't have to face the mind, the storm, the weather. You do go back home, back to Godhead. Prabhupada doesn't become upset, and say, hey, when are you going to repay your debt to me, to go out and help me? No, he doesn't do that. Even the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they request very humbly, with tears in their eyes, please help me, please help me. This is the liberal mood of the saints. They're not Taliban. Either you go out and distribute books, or you die, or you go to hell. We're not Christians. Either you embark in bathing to the blood of Christ, or you go to hell. We are very lucky. We have saintly personalities. They're commanding our faith and love with love. They command it with love. They inspire us. Just like now, I go out every day on book distribution because I feel free. Because I want to do it, not anymore like before, when there was Zonanacharya domination. We had to go out because we were told to go out. Of course, it was a necessity. We depend on the income, the revenue of book distribution to maintain temples. In the beginning, everybody struggled. We had to do it. There was a great sacrifice. But now there is so much opulence in ISKCON. We don't need very much money, but we do need to get purified and help out the conditioned soul. I liked what Antaranga Prabhu, he goes out with that mood. Said, we don't need money. Manor doesn't need money. There is so much coming on. We have developed so many enterprise weddings. Actually, I was the one to discover wedding business, and all the money was going to buy books, BBT books. And I started to charge people. I made a recommendation on the Temple Council. And they said, okay, £1.25 per plate in those days. But now, weddings, they make very good money. And then there is Janmashtami festival. There is so many, the patrons, all glories to them. They're actually maintaining the temple, so with the hope, so that you can go out and feel free to preach. So we have to give them the credit. They're taking off the burden from your shoulder, the patrons. For many years they've been doing this. That is a great sacrifice. And I always take my hat off, to Dilip, Kaushik, all those devotees. We've been serving, and you don't even see them with a dhoti and kurta, or, but they're there serving. They're actually soldiers of Bhaktivedanta Manor, because they want you to be free and preach. So all glories to their service. So I'll stop the class here. I went 2 minutes over, actually 5 minutes off. There is a Puspanjali and then the Guru Puja. I think we can do in 20 minutes, isn't it? Puspanjali and Guru Puja. So we can leave 5 minutes. I was told actually by Smarari to finish 8:40, 8:35, 8:40. So I'll go by the rules of a brahmachari. There's any questions? Maharaj, any? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Is on? In regard of Gorkishori, Dasbhavji, it's very interesting. I was always kind of in a, not dilemma, but that it was total avaduta, total made of different substance than all our acharyas in line. And so is that although Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati has so much reverence for his own father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he was his inspiration, but somehow why he didn't take initiation from his own father, very, I don't know, cannot reconcile that, that one personality who was completely different, almost like, like we have some kind of structure of something, which has certain flow, but then something totally foreign, totally different introduces into that, and then to boost up the parampara, kind of. I'm just wondering, in that regard, of Gorkishore Das Bhajaji, what was his linkage actually with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, regarding from whether maybe Swarup or whatever? It's almost like, he was, I like him, his biography is amazing. I like these avadutas, who don't care for any order and something, but he just came with his own energy.
Okay, I understood
your question. Boost up, and then kind of...
It's a similar scenario like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to announce and glorify the beautiful personality of Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar, it's one of the Astasaki. He's a great personality, but he was overlooked in the Vaishnav. He was underlooked. So he got this great renunciant of Raghunath Das Goswami. He said, no, you take shelter of him. He's your spiritual master. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur did the same thing. Said, here, there is a great personality and I want you to take shelter of him. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur had the mood of Lord Chaitanya. He placed his own son under the care of Srila Gorkishore Babaji Maharaj, because he knew that getting the mercy of this renunciant, it was something special. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur had a great respect himself for Gorkishore Babaji Maharaj. So he came for that purpose. He was, otherwise, there is no need for an Uttamadhikari to come in this world if he doesn't preach. Might as well stays in the spiritual world. As soon as they come, if you see them feasible, it means they're Madhyamadhikari. So even though all his life he was like always absorbed in samadhi, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur had this vision. He could see that what would come out by his son taking shelter of him. He had a vision, that by the mercy of Gorkishore Babaji Maharaj, he will empower Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. He made 60,000 disciples, and one of them was special, Srila Prabhupada, who brought, the manifestation of Mayapur project. We could see. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he had all that in his vision, that the whole world will be saved. So that's why the catalyst principle behind all this was, it was important and necessary to get the mercy of Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj. Once Tamal Krishna Maharaj I went to him and said, I want to do a strong marathon this year. Please give me your mercy, before he went away. He said to me, go to Mother Kalangana and beg for mercy. And I did that. By the mercy of Mother Kulangana, many years I used to always go and beg, touch her feet and beg for mercy. And, the mercy of the Vaishnava is very powerful. It's the oil, the benzene, the gas, keeps the fuel, of our consciousness doing extraordinary things, to go fast, to go a long way. Mercy is very essential. And you cannot command to the heart. You see, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, even though his heart was towards Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj, very much, as a spiritual father, more than Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He followed the instruction of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but just like, I love my father, but still, I'm sure that if like Keshava Maharaj, I'm sure he felt attracted, by Jayadvaita Swami, but his heart drove him towards Kadamba Kanana Swami. See, you cannot command to the heart. It's very intimate business, wherever the heart pulls you towards your guru, that's it. You have to go by the dictation of the heart. You want to add anything else, Maharaj, on this?
I think you answered very nicely. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur once he said, the best Gosti Anandi is the Bhajan Anandi who preaches. So that was a very significant statement, because clearly Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur took the bhajan mood from Gaurkishore Das Babaji. He for 11 years chanted 1 billion names of Krishna, severe austerities, chaturmasya. So we are not bhajan anandis, yet Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur took that mood of bhajan from Gaurkishore Das Babaji, we can say, to build that absorption within the parampara also. So clearly the parampara moves in such a way that everyone brings in an element into the which.
And he dovetailed that in preaching. He did the opposite of his guru. He went to Radhakund with the Rolls Royce. And it was like he wanted all the Babaji to see him, in opulence. Isn't it? He Uttavairagya. The mood of Srila Gaurkishore Babaji, he dovetailed that, into opulent preaching. And that's what Prabhupada did as well. Use everything in Krishna's service. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Just to add on to what you're saying, there's a beautiful glorification that Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj gave to Gaurkishore Das Babaji, that I'm like the boat, but he's the rudder. So, the boat cannot function without the power of the rudder to take it forward. Sorry, battery, yeah. So, because, people externally see Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj as this erudite, or, orator, scholar, preacher, and Gaurkishore Das Babaji was seen more as an avadut, and, people, obviously not externally like out there, but but Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj put it in line as to the value of what Gaurkishore Das Babaji gave him. Yeah.
Thank you. There is any Govinda? 2 minutes, then we'll do the Puspanjali.
Just Rupa Vilas Prabhu is on Amazon. There's now the biography of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, which is now an expanded version of a book that was written 30 years ago. So it's now available on Amazon. There's lots of new pastimes in surrounding Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj.
Wow. Any ladies? Final? One lady at least we can have. Yes? Sorry, Prabhu.
Thank you for the nice class, Prabhu. So this is just
Can you put it on?
a technical question about the fasting on
Technical.
Bhishma.
Technical.
Yeah, Bhishma Panchaka. What kind of fast is it? Like Ekadashi fast we have to do on Bhishma Panchaka, or full fast, or about the fast for Bhishma Panchaka?
I'm not very learned on these fasting rules. It's a Ekadasi fast. It's Ekadasi today. Today is Ekadasi, by the way. It's half a day fast, always all day. Half a day fast.
But for the rest of the 5 days, I mean to say for 5 days.
Oh yeah, the question is, it's for 5 days this fast, or it's... Yes, do you know?
I think it's an individual take on it.
Okay.
I know I was in Vrindavan. What's the name?
Give her a microphone, because there's people, Jani Tai Prabhu was listening online and a few others.
I think it's a personal dedication.
Okay.
Whoever want to. I know devotees in Vrindavan who passed away, Kirtan. Ayendra Prabhu just got in my head. He was very strict on this. Some people would, there's 5 items you should take. One day ghee, one day cow urine, all the 5 items from the cows. And they will sleep on the mat. He was very, very strict with like khichdi, very, very, without salt practically, very austere. And then at the end of the 5 days, he used to give a huge feast to the Vaishnava. But I think it's in the individual take on it. How would like to, like you mentioned, if you haven't been able to continue for the 5 days, for the whole month, you can intensify these 5 days, either to go all Ekadashi, once a day prasad, or just go on fruits. Some people just do milk. I think it's an individual,
Yes,
very individual, according to your health, how you
Yes.
can carry on these 5 days.
Yeah, thank you very much. Is that okay? So on that note, so we can adjourn the class. We have 15 minutes to feed in Puspanjali and Guru Puja. Thank you very much for being with me. Sorry I got too late on this. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Gaur Premanandi, Haribo. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you do the short version. I don't want to get in trouble.
Haribo. Haribo, please gather round for Pushpanjali. So 3 sets of 3. So divide your flower petals into 9. So many topics to talk about. So you could have gone on for another hour at least. Jai. Jai. Om Jnanatimrandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalang Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitang Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitangscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Barshabhanave Devi Dayataya Kripaptaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryotshvala Premaja Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastate Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanugavarudapa Siddhantadvantaharine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshak Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambar Sambodhe Padambujayate Namaha Namo Bhaktivinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumistvam Nirdeshta Satsjana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhaumah Shri Jagannatayate Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaura Tvaze Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Jayatam Srutau Pangor Mama Manda Mater Gati Matsarvasva Patambojao Radha Madana Mohanao Divyat Vrindaranya Kapatrupata Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanastao Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prestalibi Sevyamanao Smarami Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vangshi Vatatastitaha Karshan Venus Vinayar Gopir Gopinata Sriye Stunaha Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhi Brindavaneshwari Brishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Gaurakishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambhara Sambodhe Padambu Jayate Namaha Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Namo Om Vishnu Vidaya Krishna Prasad Burli Shmati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gurvani Pachani Visesashun Vid Paschati Rastadani Namo Om Namo Gaurakshoraya Sakshak Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambar Sambodhe Padambu Jayate Namaha Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasabli Shmati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tanamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharni Nivisasunvadi Paschadrastarani Namo Gaurakishoraya Sakshak Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambar Sambodhe Padambu Jayate Namaha Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasali Smati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prajani Nivaseshunvadi Paschasta Siddharani Sakshat Vairagya Murti Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Guru Puja. Guru Puja.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Bhakati Sadma Bando Muhi Savadana Mate Mate Bando Mui Savadana Mate Yahara Brasa Deva Hey Baba Toriya ya Krishna Prapti Aya Oite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aranakoriomane Asam Aranakoriomane Asam Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utamagati Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asa Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asa Chakudano Diloje Janme Janme Prabhu se Dibejari de Procasito Dibejari de Procasito Prema Bhakti Ahoite Avidya Vinasajate Vedegaya Charito Vedegaya Charito Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adamarjana Do Bandhu Lokana Lokera Jivana Prabhu Korodoyate Homore Padajaya Ebega Gusku Tribhuvana Due Pai de Laila Sarana Ebega Gusku Tribhuvana Shila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Shila Gurudev Patita Pavana. Jai Vaishnav Thakur, Jai Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jai Vaishnav Thakur. Jai Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jai Vaishnav Thakur. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyatadi Satarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Na Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadigo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Nitai go Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Visvambhara Paramahamsa Pavirajagacharya, Astodhara Sadasisi Maharaj Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pavirajagacharya, Sadasisi Maharaj Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Jai Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pavirajagacharya, Astodhara Sadasisi Maharaj Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Transcendental Disappearance Day ki jai. Tai Gaur Premanande, all glories the symbol, the devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga.
Which is going on in the Haveli right now. Thank you so much, Prabhu. In the Haveli, in the middle hall, we have a very wonderful Narshinga Yagya being conducted for the protection of all the devotees Vaishnavas, so that when we are going to go out, praying to Lord Nrsingadev for their protection. So if you are like to join, it's a short yagya, started just now. It'll go till 10 o'clock. Okay. You're going to come down. Okay, Lord Nrsingadev is just going to come down and we will be taking him to the Haveli for the yagya. So if you like to join us in welcoming him with the kirtan, that'll be nice. Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. You are there. Would you like to do a short kirtan? We just read.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare.
Shri Nrsingadev ki jai.